What's good, YouTube? Levahr here. I'm back on another 2K25 tips and tricks video. I got y'all with an ultimate, and I mean ultimate guide, because I'm going to combine this. I was going to do two separate videos, but I'm just going to combine it into one for tips and tricks on how to get more steals and how to get more blocks, you feel me? And when I say steals, I specifically really mean lane steals, because I mean, I don't really go for reach-ins unless you get a good bump steal, blitz, like, type of timing, then you can, you know what I'm saying, I might talk about that in a different video. But we're going to combine the pass lane steal tutorial as well as a blocking tutorial. This is mostly for the big man, but anybody can use these tips and tricks. Before I get into this, make sure you hit that like button for me, hit that sub button if you feel like I taught you something new, or if you feel like this video has benefited you in any way after you watch this. And make sure you stay to the end. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you stay to the end. You can leave comments and all that shit. I read all the comments. But I ain't gonna waste none of y'all time. Let's get right into this. Let's start with the steals. First thing I want to go over when it comes to steals. If you are slow, getting the lane steals is not going to be easy. I don't even need to show a clip for this. This is just straightforward. If you are slow, you know your speed ain't that high. So this is mostly for tall ass centers who got like super low speed. Obviously, lockdowns don't got low speed. Guards don't got low speed. Some power forwards might if they don't advocate for speed on their shit or agility. By the way, when I say speed, I also mean agility. I'm just going with just saying speed, but I also mean agility because you need agility too. Agility is mostly for your movement on defense, you feel me? But if you have a low speed or agility, you are already selling yourself short. You're not gonna being able to get them steals for real, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna show you this clip right here because you're not gonna get a steal like this if you slow. So I got a big man. Well, not this one, not that one. That's the wrong one. You're not gonna be able to get steals if you aren't advocating for your steal and agility. I mean, your speed and agility, like how you should be. So I'm gonna show you a steal where, so like right here, let me show you this clip right here. If I was on a 7-footer, this is my 6'9" big man, by the way. Nah, actually, this is not even a 6'9", this is a 6'7". This is my 6'7" power forward that I use for part, but I was just using it for 5v5 proving grounds just because I use it as a big man sometimes. You see I got like 7 rebounds in the corner because I mean I be taking rebounds from the big man in the game. But this build got an 85 speed and like a 70 some agility. And if you was on a center that's like 7 foot plus, 7 foot 1, especially 7'2", 7'3", you're not going to be quick enough to get no lane steal like this. And not only is speed and agility important for something like this, but you also got to learn how to bait. That's my next tip. You got to learn how to bait. If you don't know what baiting is, it's basically you faking like you going to a different defender, but you really locked in on a certain other defender that you trying to fake leave open, but then you really getting back there in time. You basically making them throw a pass that they think is open. So I did this right here. You see my arrows, the guy up top. I know that's my guy. I know if I leave him up top, if I leave him wide open, this guy's gonna hit him. Cause this team I was playing against, they was hitting all their peoples like immediately. You know how you come across teams that they be passing slow to their open teammates. No, this team wasn't doing that. They was doing it. So, as you can see, I leave him open because I'm also fake helping out too. Because this guy was getting beat off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? So, I was helping a little bit too. But I also knew that, okay, my guy's open. He's going to throw it to my guy. He's definitely going to do it. He's wide open. It's obvious. The guy with the ball is not dribbling. So, boom. Get right back to my guy in time. With the help of having high speed, high agility. By the time he starts throwing it, I'm already turned around. I'm already getting back up to the top of the key to my guy. You feel me? So that is a successful bait because I knew they was going to do that. You know what I mean? I can show you some more clips of that, something like that. This one right here, this isn't really too much of a bait. I say this is just reflexes. To be honest, it's just reflexes. This is just reflexes. You know what I'm saying? You got to be quick with your reflexes. If you're not quick, especially if somebody got takeover with playmaking or they got super high pass accuracy, you know what I'm saying? You definitely not gonna be able to get steals like that, especially a steal like this one right here. This is really an example right here of you need to have good reflexes if you want to get a steal like this. I'm gonna just show you real quick. Boom. That was not going to my man. That was going to the corner. Okay. This pass was going to the corner. It was not going to my man who was cutting off the screen. This is basically just reflexes. If you're not good with reflexes, you need to work on your reflexes, my boy. You can always work on reflexes. Even if you clumsy, you feel like you don't got good reflexes. I pretty much got good reflexes, in my opinion. Not just in the game, but like real life situations. Like, you know how something might be falling off the counter, you quick to catch that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta have good reflexes for steals like that. I mean, it's not really something that you really gotta worry about. Hold on, let me see if I got another clip. I don't think I do for one of those. Or maybe I do, I just didn't label it. But if you want to get steals like that, I recommend that you just play the game more, because that's something that you just get better with in due time. Steals like this, if you are slow even for a millisecond, you're not going to get that steal, because he's throwing a quick pass. His pass ain't going slow. That's a quick pass, but I just timed it right. And speaking of timing, you do not want to spam. And I'm telling you, do not spam steal. I see so many people spamming they steal, bro. People are always spamming they to get interception steals, and a lot of times either it take you out the play or it freaking takes away your adrenaline bars. And if you don't know what the adrenaline bars are, I'm gonna pause it right here. Look under my player right here. I got 3 bars underneath my turbo meter. 3 bars. Okay. If you spamming steal, you're gonna lose your bars one by one. These bars are important. Nobody talks about these bars underneath your player. I don't think nobody really knows what it does. But when they first introduced this last year, they basically explained those bars are for getting steals and blocks. And if you are jumping for blocks and you're not actually getting the block, but you're just jumping, like you spamming to, this is to prevent spamming. People still spam anyway. But what people don't realize, if you're losing your bars, your percentages of chances to get a steal or a block are deducted a lot. Like, especially if you got 0 bars left on that possession or 1 bar, you know what I'm saying? You're really gonna have a hard chance of getting that steal or block. Your best bet is to do not spam for steals or blocks, because you're gonna lose these bars. And then once you get a steal that you feel like should be your steal, it's like point blank, and then you don't get it somehow, you might not even realize it's probably because you were spamming already and you ain't got your adrenaline bars. These bars are key. I don't hear nobody talking about them. I was talking about them last year when they got introduced, and I'm talking about them now because I want y'all to know this. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of people spamming for steals and blocks. Like, you cannot do that. You just messing your chances up. Last tip for real is like your steal rating. Normally in the past, you could slide by with a goddamn. Normally in the past, you'll be able to slide by with a low steal and still be able to get steals. So I got a center that got 60 steal, and I struggle so bad with getting steals. It's crazy. It drives me crazy. And I feel like they made it. I feel like it's like that because this year is like the first year where I feel like attributes really matter. Like every attribute and their rating like really matter. I promise you. Like it really matters. And when I say it matters, I mean like if you got a low rating for something, you're gonna see the impact. And then if you got a high rating for something, you're gonna see that impact. Like for all the people who got low perimeter defense, for example, you might find it hard to get perimeter contests. You might be jumping right in their face and you get an open contest. That's because you ain't got perimeter defense. Same for interior. If you got low interior, I got a build with a 70 interior, and a lot of times it don't get no contests. Even if I'm right there jumping, hands in the face, it might not get a. That's because attributes really matter. So if you got a low steal, you're gonna struggle with lane steals. Even if you feel like you should have got it, you might not catch it. When I use my build, I got an 85 steal. It pretty much guarantees I'm gonna get that steal. Like I'm gonna catch it 100%. I'm going to tip it and still be able to get to it in time. I'm not going to reach out to play and get taken all the way across the court. You know what I'm saying? Your best bet is to have a high steal if you want to really get lane steals for real. And you know they nerfed lane steals. I still get steals like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I think what they nerfed was with the steal. I think what they nerfed is the glitchy steals, the abnormal looking steals when they're like going across the entire court. Like super fast, glitchy speed that shouldn't be happening. You feel me? I think that's what they nerfed. They did not nerf regular lane steals. If you are disciplined and you time it right, you got your adrenaline bars and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? By the way, in all these clips I showed y'all, you see I am not spamming. I am not spamming for nothing. I am timing every time. So you really gotta make sure you timing. But let's get into the blocks though. Let me tell y'all something about blocking. I've seen a lot of people complaining about blocking. I don't think there's nothing wrong with blocking, bro. After the patch, if anything, it might be better. Because I was preaching gold paint controller all beginning of the game. I was like, oh, I have silver for all my builds. But then when I used the Max +1 and got gold paint controller, I'm getting way more blocks. Boy, my first game on this new patch. My first game on. You know, we don't have the Max +1s no more. You got to earn it. You got to get level 30, level 15, whatever the case is. I have silver paint controller, and now I've got 7 blocks my first game. I lied to you that 7 blocks my first game, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, I'm getting blocks with silver paint controller? What? Did they fix blocking a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm gonna come back to that clip. Let me show you this clip right here for this tip I got for y'all for blocks. My bad if I sound all over the place. Before I continue for blocking, If you learn something new or you feel like this video is helping you anyway, hit that like button for me, hit that sub button. I appreciate your support. Trying to get the 15K, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the 15K, then 20K, you feel me? We trying to get up there. So I need y'all to help a nigga out, you feel me? But jump contest. Now when I say, no, not jump contest, jump shot blocking. This is just pure timing, pure IQ based. So let me break this play down real quick. Let's break this play down. We got 4 seconds on the shot clock. We got 4 seconds on the shot clock. I gave this guy in the corner that just got the ball some space. I know in my head he got 2 seconds. He is not driving this. He's definitely gonna shoot this. This is an easy jump contest / jump block. You know what I'm saying? Most people say, "Oh, why you jumping? Why you jumping? You don't need to be jumping at all if you don't get the block." You know what I'm saying? But then there's times where you get rewarded for jumping if you do it properly, like what I just did right here. Do not listen to nobody that tells you you shouldn't be jumping for blocks, because that's BS. There's a lot of times, whether it's the perimeter or the paint, you do need to jump for blocks. Okay, you do not need to just focus. You do not need to only rely on hands up defense or just standing there. You're not gonna always get a contest. You're not gonna always, get a stop by doing that. Your best bet is to jump at the proper time. You feel me? That's what I feel like is the best thing to do. You should definitely not just give stuff up because you're scared to jump and then you think you're not gonna get the contest or the block. So I'm gonna show you another clip right here. This one right here also. A few seconds left. It's literally 2 seconds left. I've done this even when the shot clock's not about to go up. I thought I had more clips where the shot clock wasn't about to go out, but I have plenty of clips where the shot clock isn't even a factor. It's like 20 seconds, 15 seconds on the shot clock. But I know that I'm giving the jump shooter just enough space to make him think he's open and to make him think he's gonna get that jump shot. And then I time it just right and I jump. It's a gamble. At the end of the day, it's a gamble. People might get on you if you jump and you don't get the block. They might get on you. Look, it's worth it when you gamble right and you get the block. The payoff is high risk, high reward, if you ask me. I take that risk because I'm good at it. I say that I get a lot of jump shot blocks. You know what I'm saying? From just timing it right, whether it's a low shot clock or it's a high shot clock. The next thing I want to discuss is your discipline. You got to be disciplined for blocks. You cannot be spamming your blocks. Don't not spam jump, okay? Because not only are you losing your adrenaline bars, which I spoke about earlier, but you shouldn't be spamming you shouldn't be spamming jumping. That's how you mess up the play. Like, you might jump and then you get thrown out the play because you jumped early, or you might get stuck, especially if you don't got pogo stick. You really done for if you jump too early. You gotta time it. Do not just be quick to press the block button. Don't be quick to press it, you feel me? Do not be quick to press it and then you mess yourself up. You gotta make sure you are disciplined. Be disciplined. Have great timing. Make sure you jump when you should jump. Do not jump all prematurely, like right here. See, as soon as he jumped, I could have jumped right here on this chase down. But what I did was, I knew that if I jumped right when he jumped, I was definitely too far. I probably wasn't going to get it. He was probably going to get a weak-ass jump. So I was like, in my head, I don't really have no thought process. I just do the things that I do. I've been playing the game for so long, I just do the things that I do. So I didn't jump until like a few seconds, like a second after he jumped, you feel me? And I ended up getting the block right here. This snatch block right here is also an example of having great discipline and timing, because as soon as he started Euro stepping, I could have jumped immediately, or I could have jumped too late, you know what I'm saying, and just did hands up defense. I promise you, if I did hands up defense right here and didn't jump, I probably wouldn't have got the damn contest. He probably would have made it. Imagine if I stood here with my hands up like this. He was going to make it anyway. With the way the game works, he was going to make it anyway. Even though I got 88 interior, there's a high chance he would have made this. But if you know what you're doing, soon as you got the hands up and you see him leave that floor, soon as he left that floor, you can see my player like jump up. Soon as he left that floor, you see my player get a spring in his boots and his shoes, and then we get that snatch block. Now the snatch block is just luck. That's just by chance. You're not gonna get a snatch block by skill. Snatch block animations are just literally by chance. You feel me? And also, I'm gonna touch on hands up defense again. You can keep doing hands up defense, but that should not be the only thing you're doing. Okay, you should not only be doing hands up defense. If you're only doing hands up defense, you selling yourself short. Anybody who tell you you do not need to jump in the paint at all, people have been saying that for years. maybe back then when they had Intimidator. Back then when the Intimidator badge was in the game, which the last time, that was probably 2K22. So that was a time where you could have hands up and you ain't had to jump at all. You have hands up, you're gonna get the stop because you could be behind him. You could even be a couple of inches from him. You could be in front of him, to the side. If you got that Intimidator Hall of Fame, you was gonna get a contest and you was gonna make him miss. That's not the case no more. Sometimes you have to jump. Now look at me on my 6'8". This is me on a 6'8" right here. This guy is a 7-footer, okay? He got the positioner on me. If I did hands up defense right here, I promise you, if I just held my stick up, I would not have made him miss this. You see the animation he got? He would have got an easy layup. He would have made it because of the perfect positioning. But I jumped because I knew he was going to go up, and I knew he had the positioning for a good layup animation. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he got right here, I'm thinking, okay, if he goes up right here, which he probably is because I'm behind him, he's right under the basket, he can go up right now, and he can get that lay. And you see he had a good animation, but I jumped and I got into his body and got the contest. You should not only be doing hands up defense, period, point blank. You gotta jump sometimes, but you gotta make sure you jump at the right times. I ain't gonna run my mouth too much. I'm starting to sound repetitive, I feel like. But if you made it to the end of this video, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Leave a comment if I told you something new, if I helped you out in any way. Or if you got your own tip you wanna tell me, let me know. Or let me know your opinion. I read all my comments. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for leaving comments in all my videos that like y'all do. It means a lot to me that y'all taking the time out of it. Even if it's hate comments or if it's comments criticizing me. Anyway, if you comment, I appreciate it. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I'm out, bruh.